consultant diabetologist. I'm going to speak to you today about COVID and diabetes. So the common question is, are diabetics more prone to COVID infection? My answer is no. Don't be surprised. There is no data so far available which proves that all diabetics are more prone to COVID infection. Especially a young, well-controlled diabetic do not have a higher risk of COVID infection. However, if a diabetic patient is under very poor control or has other comorbidities such as hypertension, that is high blood pressure, COPD, heart disease, renal disease, or other comorbidities, pneumococcal infection or any other immunocompromised state, then the risk of COVID infection is pretty high, and more than the risk of contracting the infection, the prognosis or the outcome, the morbidity and mortality in the COVID diabetic patient is much higher compared to the general population. So the key here is good control of your blood sugar level, which can go a long way in preventing your diabetes from getting COVID infection. So what should people do with diabetes to prevent this infection? So nothing different from the guideline given for the common public. Wash your hands frequently. Do not touch your face, especially the entry points such as your mouth, nose, or your eyes. And do not share your food, glasses, or your lancets, or injections, or your testing devices like a glucometer with your friend or family member. Get enough sleep, good immunity booster, drink plenty of water, which will help your hydration and keep you healthier, and also keep your blood sugars under control. Eat a lot of food which are low glycemic index. So prioritize your food which are low in glycemic index. Increase your fruits and vegetables, especially green leafy vegetables. The WHO also recommends two vaccinations: the pneumococcal conjugate vaccination and the seasonal influenza vaccination. The role of bacterial co-infection is not very well established so far, but there were some studies which had shown that in the postmortem studies, which had shown that in the COVID mortality patients, that is the patient who had died with the COVID, had a higher procalcitonin level. Procalcitonin is a biomarker of bacterial infection, so thereby, which means to show that they might develop a secondary bacterial infection, which can lead on to morbidity and mortality. So the role of, since these two vaccinations are not proven to prevent COVID infection, however, they seem to bring down substantially the mortality burden of the COVID patient. So it is quite recommended for almost all the diabetic patients to take these two vaccinations. However, discuss with your endocrinologist or physician before you do so. In case, unfortunately, the diabetic patient does get sick, so what should he or she do? Keep all your relevant contacts ready. That is very important. Keep all your stock of your diabetic medication, your needles, glucometer strips, your medication, all that in stock. So you never know where you're going to be quarantined. So it is better to keep all your stock of diabetic medication ready. Pay extra attention to your glycemic status or your blood sugar level. This can go a long way in prevention. Remember, all infection can lead on to inflammation, and all inflammation can cause increased blood sugar levels. So if your baseline levels are pretty high, then the prognosis or the outcome of the disease is also going to be pretty high. So thereby, make sure your blood sugar levels are well under control. In case of any signs of illness, please do contact your physician or endocrinologist. He or she would be able to guide you to decide whether you need to do a PCR testing or just do a home quarantine measure. So take care, stay safe, stay positive, and stay educated.